All right, guys, it is coming up on 4:30, and I wanted to jump back here on social media and let you guys know that once again and do a radar check for you guys. And Claudette is still churning across East Mississippi and Western Alabama. And a lot of heavy rain is falling across the southern Tuscaloosa area, back here into West Alabama, across Pickens and Greene counties. And then also up here, there's a heavy band that is coming over here towards the city of Fayette right now. And this is over here towards Kennedy and Belk and Millport. So there's a lot of heavy rain falling there. There is also rain falling in the Huntsville metro area, also over here towards the Fort Payne area and the Gadsden area over to Rome, Georgia. Then we've got other heavy showers and storms that are showing up over here in East Alabama, north and west of Alexander City. And these spiral bands are continuing to run around the center of circulation there of Claudette. So right now, we have no formal warnings. However, we have these two batches of feeder bands. The one that is over here, stretching from Troy all the way down to Crestview, and then this other one over here that stretches from south of Tuskegee over to Enterprise, Alabama. And both of those are going to have to be watched for the remainder of the evening for possible spin-up tornadoes, and especially like this area right here that is south of Enterprise, moving into the Enterprise area very soon. You may want to think about being in your safe place just in case a tornado was observed over here towards Keaton and then Coppinville. Also over here towards Level Plains, because this area there could potentially be a tornado developing down here towards Keaton. Now remember, there are no formal tornado warnings, but I will remind you, with a tropical system, a lot of times the tornadoes do develop because they are so low in the atmosphere with tropical systems. The storms are so low topped until the radar cannot pick them up before they touch down and go back up. So a lot of times a tornado with a hurricane or a landfalling tropical system usually goes unwarned for because they happen so quick, and the Weather Service meteorologists at the Weather Service who are in charge of issuing the warnings actually miss them before they actually touch down, and then poof, they're gone. So once again, if you're watching near College Heights or Plaza Drive, near the Keaton area, south of Enterprise, you may want to think about just being on the safe side, going to your safe place, and also up here towards the Fort Rucker area, because there is an area of rotation that is just over here north of Keaton now, near the Coppinville area. And no, I'm not saying and I'm not issuing a tornado warning. What I am doing is I am warning you that there could potentially be a developing tornado with this storm here. And a lot of times within a tropical system, the centers of circulation, constantly has a lot of wind shear associated with it. And tornadoes with a tropical system can develop without warning. And then once the Weather Service sees that it's on the ground, then it could easily pop back up in the cloud. That's why you see a lot of warnings with landfalling hurricanes and tropical systems go, okay, tornado warning, and then 5 minutes later, tornado warning canceled. That is the reason, is because they are so short-lived, but they can do a lot of damage. So if you're over here near Coppinville, I really want you to think about being in your safe place right now. This storm and this potential tornado, now there's no formal warning, but this is definitely an area of circulation and an area of rotation that is along Highway 84 or East Park Avenue that runs from Enterprise all the way down to Panama City. So that is the only storm of concern that I see right now. Now we've got this other batch over here that stretches from Florala all the way up to Elba. And we're going to have to watch that one as well. Now there's other storms in progress up here towards the Silo and the Union Springs area, but none of them show any signs of rotation right now, which is good news. And then let me check up here. We've got this other batch of storms and heavy wind that is stretching from Sylacauga down to Goodwater and Kellyton, Alabama right now. So that is the situation that we have ongoing. I will continue to watch this area of rotation that is down here towards the Enterprise, Alabama area, because it's still showing signs of rotation towards the Omni area. You know what? I think I might keep it here just for a minute, just to see if Tallahassee pulls the trigger on a tornado warning. And this would come over here towards the area of Allen Heights and then eventually the Fort Rucker area as well. Okay, so there's Fort Rucker. And there is your possible tornado. Nope. The Weather Service in Tallahassee is doing the annual climate report for the day. So that is what you heard, the ding, ding, ding. So that is definitely some rotation right there. Down here south of Omni to the northeast of Coppinville. And I'm going to keep it right here just for a few more minutes to see if the Weather Service in Tallahassee pulls the trigger on a tornado warning, because if it did, that storm would move eerily close to the Fort Rucker area, which would be right up in this area near the Allen Heights area as well. But as you see, it was tight near Omni, now it's broad. So once again, like I said, these things can really pop up and develop really quickly. And let me do the correlation coefficient. Possibly. No, I'm not. There could. There could possibly be something ongoing right there. So once again, I'm zoomed in here, southwest of Fort Rucker, because we had a pretty tight couplet that moved across the Keaton and the Coppinville area. Now it has really weakened and broadened out. I'm going to give it one more volume scan and radar scan before I go back to Facebook, or I go to other parts of the area. Once again, let me cut back on reflectivity for you and say that supercell. Yep. It could have produced a brief tornado north of Coppinville. But see, these supercells like this, guys, they are so low topped until there's not. I mean, I've got lightning turned on my radar, and there's not even any lightning in them. That's how low in the atmosphere they are. But with the turning of the winds inside of a tropical system, that is why you can get these rotating showers that can produce damage. And earlier today, this morning, we had damage over Bruton, Alabama, and East Bruton, and we actually had some injuries down in this area from a tornado earlier this morning. So that is the situation that we have ongoing. Let me cut back on reflectivity. And if there is going to be any other tornadoes tonight, it's more than likely going to be in this area right here. And it's going to be with this feeder band and with that one. Because this stuff over here in Georgia, it's moving north and it's going to stay in Georgia. So once we get those two feeder bands out of Alabama, I do feel like the severe weather threat will come to an end. Now, could you possibly see a tornado or a tornado warning as far north as Auburn? Yes, but I think your biggest tornado threat for the rest of the evening is going to be basically from Andalusia over to Enterprise, Ozark, and Dothan, and possibly stretching as far north as Eufaula and Troy, but that would be stretching it. So right now, I think the severe weather threat is coming to an end. However, still be on your uh, guard, just in case a couple of warnings pop up, and especially if you were down here in Coffee, Dale, or Geneva counties. Also in Houston County, Alabama, you could still see a lot of few tornadoes later this evening with this last two feeder bands. So right now, that storm has weakened. The couplet that was south of Enterprise has weakened. So there's nothing dangerous right now on the radar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an hour break. And I intend to come back and do another radar update for you guys at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock. Before then, if we get a tornado warning or if we get a severe thunderstorm warning that says tornado likely or tornado possible. And real quick, I want to check these storms that are north of Alexander. Hold on. Okay, Mobile's putting out their climate report for the day. Now, if you're watching in North Alabama, at the Shelby County Airport in Calera, you guys got 2 inches of rain today. Tuscaloosa got 1.27 inches. Birmingham got 1.12. And Anniston got almost an inch of rain. Mobile got almost 4 inches of rain, and Pensacola got right at 4 inches today. And then let me see. Dothan got almost half an inch. And Montgomery, their precip is missing. So that's the situation. I'm going to sign off here on Facebook and social media. I will be back, like I said, at 6 o'clock to give you guys yet another update. Before then, if necessary,